Oh no, that's all wrong.
I
Because Lewis wanted to start streaming.
You weren't going to switch that anyway.
I was going to actually.
I haven't gotten a notification.
But we still
It takes
just
a while.
changed that.
But you're probably streaming right now,
Oh. Hi, everybody. My name is Nick Tegmeyer. Again, I keep saying that every time that we do this stream. But what we are doing is we're just streaming our D&D campaign that we're currently in right now. We're going to be starting a new campaign in the next couple weeks. Not sure if it's going to be next or in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, just depending on how this one wraps up. But we are going to be starting a new campaign where I'm going to be the DM, and then everybody else is starting as a new character at level 2. It is a unique campaign. I created it, a world to my own, and yeah, but it's just going to be. We're going to do what we can to try to make sure that we have, whenever we initially start the streaming, we're going to have character info, just kind of a brief introduction to each of the characters, a little bit about where the campaign setting will be at, and just like some little tidbits in case anybody's curious about it. We typically have about, 5 people that watch on a regular basis. Feel free to jump in and out, but we will be, like I said, in about 2 to 3 weeks, we'll be starting a brand new campaign with all new characters, all of the DM, and yeah, that'll be fun. So please feel free to watch, subscribe if you'd like to. Can't subscribe yet. Never mind. Just follow. We're trying to get our numbers up so we can get subscribers. But yeah, we're just having fun with this, and yeah, more to come.
Good job.
I zoned out and listened to that, to be honest. But I assume you covered everything.
Show Laura her mini.
Oh! We're already streaming.
I don't care.
So last time,
Should have been
I
before
don't
the
remember
stream.
what happened. You guys returned to Naga with Wrath/Ifrit. You were met by some rulers of some of the cities and towns around Arkeya. They gave you more information on what had been going on around the island. Some of the other rulers had turned, apparently, and were siding with Slazar, and they were starting to raise their armies to attack the growing Arkeyan doll problem. They asked for your guys' advice. You guys prepared in whatever ways you felt was necessary.
I summoned a dragon.
Dragon was possibly
Another
summoned.
city.
And then you set out to Eden Isle, where you plan to make your way to Omicron Isle, which is where you believe the altar of Uzume might be, and where some of your loved ones might be being held as prisoners. So you teamed up with the Kraken and Scarlet and are about to head out in the morning, knowing that the rest of the allies that you've made are attacking this same morning in their respective areas. So,
I left all my D&D stuff in my car.
Oh, this is a good time for me.
it is the morning.
I mean, he's leaving.
We're taking a break.
Thank you guys for joining.
We have a total of one
What
viewer.
you've enjoyed? Oh, awesome.
See, you can. It's a preview. Yes. The teaser.
Can I see it?
A teaser of the new character.
Whenever you're done.
Wait till I
This
get
is
in. I've
Phil's
only
character.
seen one side.
In the back of
Oh, I love the
Christmas tree.
the shiny.
That's awesome.
awesome.
I spent forever trying to make it look like metal.
It looks like
It
metal.
does.
This is
Did you see it?
This is
I did.
Phil's character.
I asked.
He painted this one.
Oh, cool.
Those are the only two that are done. She's still working on hers, and the other one hasn't
That's
started.
really cool.
Mine are
Yeah.
together.
That's really cool.
That's awesome.
That's Tara, Bob,
Trin.
Turn, Trin, Reason, Turn.
Turn.
Like the
Hey,
bird.
Turd Ferguson.
Bird Ferguson here.
No.
Alright, so it is the
Remember that
morning
thing.
of.
My
What
favorite
do you
of
guys wish to do?
I'm gonna make sure Nick didn't die in the bar.
How are you doing it?
I'm gonna bring a flower.
Can we still have the cupcakes?
I'm sure he does die in the bar. Got it.
I'm currently sipping a drink.
I want
Nice.
that
It's
morning.
7:30 in the morning.
Nick is morning drinking as you come down to the bar.
Can we have the cupcakes?
Oh man.
Good morning. Look, I brought you.
They here.
Oh God, why did you bring me a flower? Come on.
I was just sorry.
Take that.
Trying to be nice.
I know.
Other Nick wouldn't mind it. I mean, I'm just, you know.
This isn't a normal thing for me. I just
Don't
can't.
make this like-
Well, I didn't know that.
You do know that.
Just kidding. He hates flowers too.
This normally isn't an issue for me,
You're
so
just
I'm not really
teasing.
too sure.
I don't know what's
going on?
happening.
Is everybody else up?
Yeah, I'm drinking my tea. She's here. In a comfy chair.
You've got
Iris.
booze, she's got tea.
You know, well,
I
it
have
might be
kombucha,
spiders.
man.
Is there coffee in this one?
Slash tea.
Tea.
There's something resembling coffee.
I will have something resembling coffee.
Alright, mostly dirt, but alright.
Mmm. Yay, dirt water.
That's what coffee
My
tastes like
favorite.
anyway, so that's essentially what it is.
Peat
No.
water and
Did we
bread.
not learn from the sewer water?
She likes drinking weird things.
I mean, I already drank blood, so I mean, why not?
Oh, that was a
Drinking more
terrible
things is fun.
experience.
It's fine.
Yeah, that was great.
I didn't die.
I mean, that's always good.
Nick dealt with it worse than Penny
He
did.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a day.
What?
Not your name.
I'm sorry.
Well, you said you secured us passage. Veronica.
Yes.
said-
You had talked to some people and they said they could get you a
Southern Belle.
I did.
There you go.
Sorry.
That's okay.
You reckon?
I reckon. No, I don't reckon. She doesn't reckon.
She reckons a little bit.
Well,
Shave Thor booth reckons.
yes. Yes. Perfectly.
Well,
It's ready whenever y'all are.
before we get started, is everybody ready?
How are we on them potions?
What's your
Yeah,
charms?
sure. Do you
What's
think
Just
we
a
could
bit.
buy some more in this town?
I don't
Almost
know.
ready. Just need to do it.
What's
you ready for your
our,
charms?
Can we ask the bartender?
Yes, Mr. Tiefling then.
Francois?
Philip, can you grab some pencils back there?
What'd you
The
say?
mechanical ones.
Mr. Francois.
There you
I thought you said Frank ball.
How many?
You have a,
Also,
all the
Mr.
mechanical
Frank
ones.
you have a bowl.
Frank ball.
And a
Thank you.
Arkeya.
Perfect.
An Arkeyan? I got an Arkeyan. Philip, have you had an Arkeyan?
Just
You need one?
all of them. You just grab one.
Yes.
I just wanted my options.
Do any of the viewers need pencils?
Anyone else need a pencil?
Okay, cool.
No? Alright.
Hey,
Bartender.
bartender.
Bird
Oh, you're getting out of shot.
We'll put this behind you.
and a
Fine.
person.
Just because it's not coffee in the pretend world.
Dave, are you ready for your charms?
I'm always ready.
You have a mountain,
No.
Oh.
a skull,
Oh. He doesn't know what it does, Jay, though.
the shoe,
He has an idea of what it does.
No one else will
Does
know.
he?
and
But
a
he's not gonna
magical
tell.
lamp.
Anyone.
Ooh. Achievement time.
Who wants to see Aladdin? Maybe. Wish.
Yeah.
Midnight
If that's the wish spell, so help me.
It gives a
better
wish.
pull it at the right time.
If it's
That's
anything
not
like
gonna
the
be
passive,
seven.
may give a wish spell to
Fine.
anyone within anyone in the world. Based on
Just gives Slazar a wish. He's like, well, thank you.
I wish that I
Boy,
had.
I sure do wish that I had a cup of tea right now. Well, that's fantastic. Alright.
Cool.
Have you prayed to your deity, making sure that we have everything?
my what?
Your deity.
Oh,
Making sure that all the
I completely
all the
forgot I had that.
all the necessary spells that you have for the day. Have you consulted your
I'm
book?
always ready. Don't even
Just didn't know
start.
if there was something that you would prefer to have prepared.
This
for the
Veronica's
instance that
a
we're going
better
through.
wizard.
Yep.
We upgraded. Bartender.
That said, I do want to make sure.
Yes. How may I help you this morning?
Is there anywhere that's open where we could purchase some potions? Do you know?
Tried this the last time with this guy.
Don't really do the potions. It's more of
We did
a
the exact same thing. We did.
more of
I
a
didn't remember either.
fun place to.
There's love potions.
Well, that was the other Iris. Maybe.
Yeah, no.
I love
Sure,
potions
the other
if that's
many
your
too.
thing. But that's about it.
Okay.
So how much do
That-
these love
it's
potions go
maybe,
for?
We do
You
not
have to go out to the
need-
street.
We do not need love potions.
No love potions
Unless
here.
we can slip it to the enemy.
Slazel. Make him fall in love with somebody.
I mean, I don't know how it would get him to drink something if we battle him, but.
Would you mind just drinking this real quick, please? Before we start, everybody calm down for a moment.
Unless we can make the potion into a gaseous form.
Yeah, you know, I
So
think
everybody
this is a
just
really good
breathes it
idea.
in?
We should do this.
Or to just buy one.
I can see
I
that
can
going
make a
very
bullet,
well. We
a
should try it.
potion in a bullet.
Love
and then-
potion on everyone.
Yeah.
And inject them.
No?
I think we should do a plan B, backup plan.
This is
Does
fun.
plan B just stand for backup plan?
Let's
Yeah.
let's go ahead and get on the boat, and then. Well, I'm just saying. I'm sure we've got a few hours to discuss all this stuff while we're on the boat.
I doubt this boat will be as good as our last one.
I guarantee it won't be.
That was good as your swan boat party.
However, hopefully it's better than the one before that.
That one was.
Oh.
So, do you know where I could real quick buy a love potion?
There's a few vendors out by the beach.
On the way to the boat?
But as I said before, it's mostly just seawater. A little bit of sugar. I mean, maybe it works, but I wouldn't waste my money.
I mean, it could give him a stomach ache.
I didn't write what shoot is.
So,
You died from dehydration.
yes, we'll just keep giving
I-
him love potions until he dies.
Is that the one that babies the shrink by the speed up?
It'll work eventually.
Alright, let's just get on the boat.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, so you guys head down towards the harbor. As you approach, you see a tall, bald human, dark-skinned man, and a few other crew members are working on the ship. And as you approach, he glances at your party, and then turns and looks at you. Says, "Veronica, is that really you?
Mm-hmm.
Make a history check."
How come no one noticed her when we came with the party boat?
22.
Okay. You haven't seen this individual in a long time. The last time you saw him, you were a small child. But you do recognize him as Captain Marcellus, and he worked alongside your father sometimes, but you have not seen him since you were very young.
But like I recognize him.
Because you rolled high enough, you recognize him.
Show me enough to be like, how do you say that word in a southern accent?
Yo.
I feel
Well,
like
how
that's-
you doing there, Marcellus?
Captain Marcellus?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm thrilled to see you. I'm a little surprised. I heard you. Sorry to hear about your father. I heard you were on that ship as well, and I actually heard from your mother that you had both passed. Does your mother know you're still alive?
No. She does not.
Don't
Sorry.
tell her.
No, it's not. I can't get into the accent at all.
You had to
Just start with
If we all
grade B
just-
and
I
you find your
have
If we all
way.
just talking to southern accent,
I don't know if I can switch to it.
I have to switch to it if I keep hearing it.
I started copying you
Southern
after a
Belle.
while.
Just,
Oh, okay.
just channel your heart, Dixie.
My what?
Yeah.
How to do
My hard Dixie?
I don't know how much to really tell her. So we've been out. I just came back, really. It's kind of like in a different realm. Wasn't really here, wasn't really there. And so I need to get back to tell her that I'm alive, but we've got some business on Omicron Isle to help save the world now first. She gives me
Watching history.
I don't know what your business is on Omicron Isle. That desert wasteland of an island, but I'm glad to take you and your friends there without a problem. But you should really check in with your mother sometime. She was
Do you ever get back
heartbroken.
there? Like, soon?
From time to time, but
Are you headed back there soon?
Just, you know.
wherever my work takes me, I don't have any current jobs going there. But
Can your work take you there? I'll pay. Just if you could let her know. Good.
can.
Yes,
I
I can
don't
let
know
her know.
why you wouldn't, but I can
Don't you have like
Yes,
a
I
do
am.
that
spell?
for you. But
Just kidding. Guys,
Sure.
we haven't played for a whole week. I forgot all my spells. I forgot my accent. I forgot
well, either
everything.
way, it's wonderful. I'm so
This
glad to
Veronica's
see you are
unbearable.
alive and well, and please come aboard. We will take you there. It'll only be about an hour and a half's journey. The winds are with us
Perfect.
today.
Speaking of, I'm
Wonderful.
gonna send to my mom right now. I need all my spells.
That's saying meeting something different where I come from.
Okay, people.
All right, so you guys all get on board the ship. It's a fairly big ship. I mean, bigger than your swan boat, but it looks like it could comfortably take maybe 20 to 30 passengers in addition to the crew. You have a full crew that's working the ship for you.
We have the Kraken and
Kraken and
Scarlet
Scarlet are
with
with
us,
you
yes.
as well.
just want to make sure.
Yes, they are with you as well to go on this journey.
Nice.
So you guys are heading out. Is there anything you want to do while you're on the ship,
Yeah.
or just?
Scarlet, what do you suggest we do when we get there? Besides all attacking this at once. I mean, beyond that. I mean, if that doesn't work, what's our way of getting in through this barrier that is there?
I'll be honest, I don't have a backup plan. This is the backup plan. I went on my own first, trusting my own abilities, and it didn't work. So I'm hoping that at least something he said was truthful, and maybe it takes these relics. Although I've never used this sword, so I'm not real sure how it's going to react.
Did you have the wand when you initially went? Or did you have one of the relics?
No.
I'm wondering if you have to have a relic in order to enter into the area. And then once inside the area, you can...
That's a possibility. When I went, I was just going to scout out the area.
So maybe
Azar didn't know I went, as
Maybe.
far as I know.
This
Maybe
is why
that's the
he's
first
the
thing we
brains of
do.
the operation.
Hmm?
This is why he's the brains of the operation.
But is it really?
I've got an average intelligence.
Okay.
Well, it's actually
think
above
that's, like,
average.
The best we do in this
Just
group
checking.
is average intelligence.
Yes.
I'm super intelligent. +4.
Alright, well, I'm +1, so.
I'm a 0 modifier,
Okay.
yo. So no
I
negatives
should be
here.
asking all these questions.
I was merely
I
trying
haven't
to
been around
calm
for a
him.
while.
I did not mean. Oh, that was
Well,
right.
The Kraken is down.
Well,
+4 means +1.
who is
Who
is gonna Veronica, you're really good with spells and stuff. Will you be in charge of setting up the portal? And activating it once we get there. That way we can make sure that we have reinforcements
Do I remember
as
how to
soon
do
as we
it?
get in there.
Shouldn't we wait until we find the enemy before we set it up?
Sure.
Do we really want to try to sneak into somewhere with a group of raging barbarian,
No.
dragonborn, and Goliaths?
Yes.
She's right.
However,
Once we set it up, at least from what you guys have told me, they're coming through ready to attack.
we just
They're
need
on
to
the
make
same
sure,
I'm just-
we
I'm
set it
just
up
making
early
sure.
enough that we don't get ambushed by the army.
Yeah. I'm just
I'll be ready.
Bring on the ambush! Sounds fun!
well, I think the Kraken and I should run
bigger
protection.
barbarian bullet.
A barrier for you and Iris. Day
Yes.
and Penny, I think you guys should be closer to Veronica while she gets this set up. Stay close to her, and if you could also stay close, Scarlet, to Veronica. You guys are the interior, we're the exterior, making sure that nothing gets through the line as this gets set up.
It's my phone.
What do you guys know about Omicron Island?
Nothing.
I hear it's a desert wasteland.
I don't know what do
Like
I
that's
a
all
few
I-
minutes ago.
Yeah. Roll on.
Do I know
15.
anything about it?
Roll history check. You two and Iris are the only ones that have a chance of knowing anything.
Sure do.
I'm pretty sure I don't know anything.
15.
That's right.
You both have never been there. You never had a need to go there, and you've heard it's pretty much a desolate island that's uninhabited.
Huh.
And you don't really know why anyone would need to go there.
So it's a whole lot of nothing.
Yes.
Which you've always heard, but
all
you've never
I
been
know.
there, and you've never known anyone who's actually been there.
It's a really good rumor.
Clearly. It's been a good secret.
Yeah, guess that's a good place to hide something.
You wanna know where I had things?
Not
No,
really.
not really.
Sure.
Nick would like to know.
Thanks, though.
I'll tell you later.
Okay, maybe I don't want to know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, stay away from
Hence
that.
Okay, like
first
pocket
response.
dimension?
Yeah, where
Of
does,
sorts.
Where does dimension?
Oh yeah, we're gonna use that whole thing you got in your purse.
I mean, what whole thing?
I have the whole thing.
Yeah.
She's got
She's
it.
got it. I don't
It's
got it.
my whole.
That has an Arkeyan doll and an eyeball amulet in it right now.
Yes.
It's the
Should we
party
do
trash
anything with
can.
it?
And soon a sleigh.
It's just an infinite trash can at this point.
Do you know?
Infinite. You open it up, the doll's right down in there.
Not an infinite trash can, but a very
A
collapsible
portable.
one. Portable trash can.
I think most trash cans could be considered portable.
Super portable.
This
That
one's real
nice.
big.
Dave,
Yes.
do you know what the Arkeyan charm does? Can you remind me?
That one might turn you into the gaseous form Oban.
Yeah. Do you remember how long it lasted?
It doesn't automatically turn you into it. It gives you the ability to switch you to
Just saying.
That's gonna be handy.
It
because
might
you've
be
had it, so you would know.
It does take
Did you
a
get
little
your
bit
room?
to transfer between forms.
Do you think it?
Again, I can't stop the accent once it hits.
through
So
the-
as a
through the
bonus action,
screen.
you can transfer into that form for 6 hours. But when you're in that form, you're limited on what you can do.
It's alright. Takes an action to switch.
Please stop dying. We all care about you.
Bird, and bird's a little bird.
Bird?
Little
You
bird.
get to fly.
What if someone else pulls the charm?
Wait, didn't you pull the bird the last time?
Now she got a bird, but she
I
didn't
got a
pull
bird.
it.
I think she was a bird with me.
It's fly.
That's
When
when we died.
Bull? Do you pull the bull? I just want to see what I have.
No, you had the
I
bird
was-
token feather.
Yes, that's the right. See what I've got in my
I was
arsenal
scared
when
to
we
pull the
arrive
bull,
on this
I think.
island. And the person? Have you had a person?
I believe I did have a person.
Did you pull the person?
Do you believe
Through the
you
portal?
have had a person?
Did you pull the person off the
This is so
bracelet?
confusing.
Do
Maybe. I don't remember if
you
I did.
believe you had the person?
Oh, the person. Not pulling the person.
I'm thinking. Look, someone.
I don't want to be.
Person, long beard. I have it
Yeah.
written down in
Which
my
your
memory.
beard is now down here again. After he had cut it off, or ripped it off, it's getting pretty long.
I would take the dagger and cut it at the right length
Forever.
again.
I mean, if you have one,
Yeah.
I don't know how much that will help.
Everybody would say they're having a hard time.
No one has tried to do anything other
I
than
mean,
cutting
the
it.
two people I have watching.
Oh, probably it's all the way over there.
Yeah,
I mean, what?
hard time hearing us.
Do we want to just set it on a box and put it in the Kleenex box? On the side.
Kleenex box?
I can't go out of my character, I'll never be able to get it back.
Props. Never get it.
So after about an hour or so has passed, you start to hear a commotion with the crew,
props.
and they're
It's not
saying,
your space it's encroaching on.
Oh my gosh, you got the whole side of the table, you're fine.
I have this little area. Why do I have this accent all of a sudden?
I'm doing it. It's
We're-
fun.
Everyone's
Everyone's going to do it.
everyone's doing it. Might as well join in.
Ow. It's fun.
Okay, is that any better?
All right.
don't listen for us touching the table. Nick.
Yeah, just
Yeah, don't touch the table.
Don't move.
Don't cough.
Stop coughing, Lewis.
All right. We'll have to see if this is better. I could have
Yeah,
also
the
just
way-
turned it up.
The waves of the boat were, you know,
Let's just do
muted in
both.
our voices.
yes, the waves. They're crazy.
Dave's voice is whatever it wants to be.
We've lost half the crew.
They
They went overboard.
They went overboard.
We're
Veronica
saving them.
starts
We're
having
saving them.
nightmares again.
Yeah, we're saving them.
Who's got a rope? Pull them up.
Wait, did you stop disappearing?
That was once
She
old
died,
Iris
she
died.
So we never actually figured it out. You just died and
Oh, we
it
got Nick
negated
back
the
in the
whole.
boat.
Nick's back in the boat. Help us
We
Back
pull.
never
in the
learned. We never learned
Help
why.
us pull Pinion.
We're in the
Oh, he fell back.
I still want to know what my flaw is.
So
We have to
many.
go somewhere else.
What the?
Well, I mean, if it,
Nick.
I want to know if it will no longer be
He
necessary.
fell back in to
I
save
will-
Penny.
Unless a crazy situation happens,
just said
it's
you
not
guys
going to
went
be
overboard.
necessary.
Then I want to know it.
I don't want to tell you because there is a
Am I
slight
really
chance
overboard?
with these bracelets that it could.
I said it.
Okay.
He's not listening.
Like, really?
No, you guys just left. Okay, about an hour or so into the trip, you start
That would've
hearing
been my time to
commotion
get-
with the crew, and they start yelling like, "Captain, you better come see this!" And as you guys look, make perception checks.
First
Oh,
roll
wait.
of the
Hey,
Nice.
Nick, we moved to the thing, so trying to bump the table.
You're welcome.
20, not natural.
You said perception.
Yeah.
Well, that's a natural one.
He sees nothing.
Your eyeballs
Ooh.
literally fell out. 11, not natural.
16. Might be natural.
Did you say 11? Not natural.
So everyone but Nick, which is really high up, starts to notice as the crew's shouting and saying, "Captain, come look at this." You start looking out on the horizon, and
talking like this.
there's something in the distance. There's a giant opaque dome over the entirety of whatever this mass is out there. And the crew seems very confused by this. Is that supposed to be there? I don't know why there would be a dome over an island.
That's
This
where we're
is
headed.
Sounds about right.
Why is there a dome over the island?
When we're on the water.
I don't ask questions.
What are you talking about?
You see that
She pointed out.
dome?
Oh! Whoa!
Yeah, right there.
I was just. It looks to be where that's where they say the island is, but there's a giant opaque dome covering this completely. So they're still approaching, but they are all just talking and very confused by the situation as they've never come across an island with.
I have calm emotions on standby.
Okay.
It's your trigger spell. Somebody's crying.
As you guys get out of the way, so they're like, well, we can't really
I can't
go
deal
in
with
any
this.
further when the big ship will run aground, but we do have a small boat if you guys would like to take it, but
That's acceptable.
that doesn't look fun. It looks dangerous. I can take you all
Yeah,
back.
we're probably gonna die.
No, let's start. We gotta do this. It's gotta be done.
That's what we're here for.
Do I wait here
I mean, it
or
would be
No.
super great if you were like close enough to bring us back.
Well, I
So we
mean,
teleport.
if all goes well,
If you don't die.
I got this.
We can't.
Why are you laughing at me?
No, just but nothing wrong with it. It was just hilarious. The way you said it was awesome. I loved it.
It's just much more confident in this form.
Teleport. Just
Yeah, I got freaking 7 plus
Duh.
spells.
Well,
All right, well,
Teleport.
no book then.
I mean, they can stay, but I'd rather not risk something happening to them.
I mean, they can
No,
go far
friend.
enough away. We can signal. We'll be
we'll
fine.
stay in the area for the
Yeah.
remainder of the afternoon, but
Yeah, we might need a little longer than that.
alright, we'll circle
What?
around. But I'll send one person on the boat with you to bring it back to us, and
Can you give us a day?
yeah, I think
I'm
you
coming
have-
with you already.
Yeah, we can stay out here for a day. I can't really advise
Never
you guys
gets old.
going in there. That looks horrible.
Well,
alright.
We
you're
don't know what it
probably
is.
correct.
But that's what we need to do.
Well, I guess send some
I'll pull out
signal
the
or
hammers and just kind of flip them around.
something
my
in
hand.
order to
He likes doing
let us
that.
know when you're ready to come back. And they lower down this essentially lifeboat looking area that could fit 8 people, which is lucky because you have you 7 plus 1 guy who's going to bring the boat back.
How convenient.
Yeah.
Almost
And
like it was
guys
written
start to
that way.
row out towards Omicron Island. As you approach the island, there is a shimmering energy field of some sort that you cannot see through at all.
Do you want me to see if it goes through?
Are we within range of you throwing that?
The guy who's rowing the boat kind of like steps way to the back of the boat. Is like, I don't know. You guys just jump off, or What do you do?
Well, let's try this. I might have a little more range.
Do we?
That's
Yeah,
true.
we need to.
Should we cast water breathing?
As you fire the arrow, it hits it and falls into the water.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Well,
Let me try my hammer. Can you get us a little bit closer?
So
Within
we just need to
60
swim.
feet.
Yeah, you're within 60 feet. You throw it, it goes kunk, and just kind of draws into the water before you pull it back up.
well, that was a good try, but let's all go back home
All
now.
at once.
So,
Yeah, we could all
all at
try.
once?
Well, but the thing is, some of us can't exactly attack at we can. We
Yeah,
can all attack
we
at
all can.
range.
I have a little trouble, but I can just jump and punch it. Not a problem.
Do we want?
Forgot
Can you
about
get
those
us
two.
within 5 feet of this?
I mean, you're within you're right up, bumped up to
Oh,
where the island should be. He's just at the back of the boat, like standing
Okay,
there.
so the boat's like on the barrier.
Essentially, you're
Okay.
butting up against like
Okay.
the waves. But yeah,
So everybody,
All right.
all at once.
Charlotte
Earth
ready for a
Elemental.
Sword. You
Got
ready?
my
Since
invisible
this?
dagger that nobody knows is
Are
here.
we
Actually,
casting?
I'll
stuff?
change mine. to
Yeah,
a
we're all
bow and
just
arrow,
all
too.
gonna.
Okay, you
Because
can
a couple
use
of
the bow
us
now.
need to stay
Are
at
you
the
able
back.
to
Guys,
cast-
touch it.
I'm gonna.
So I'm trying to figure. You guys are all like throwing stuff, and I'm just like,
Oh, should we just try
I'm
touching
going to
all of
punch
them?
it.
right. But I
I'm
have a
gonna summon an
wand.
earth elemental, fire
Am I just
elemental on
touching
it.
the barrier, or am I gonna shoot a
Should,
spell out the
should we
barrier?
just try touching the
Should
barrier
just-
first?
Yeah.
Let's
Just
maybe just
touch
try
it.
it first.
Alright.
Well, fine.
So,
As you touch it,
This is less
that's a
exciting.
good idea. Yeah, the wand. Ah!
as you touch it, it kind of shoots for a little bit, but it's still a barrier.
Okay, so
Alright, now let's attack it.
that's fine.
Fire
It
elemental.
probably won't make a difference.
One fire elemental.
Okay. Make mine double.
Alright, so you're getting ready
I'm
to
seized.
smash into it. You're going to throw it. You're
Uh-huh.
going to shoot. You're going to shoot.
Firebolt.
You're going to firebolt.
Well, I'm not gonna throw my wand at it.
Are you aiming?
Bye.
Where are you all aiming? Right
Same
here? Or
spot.
are you aiming all over? What are you doing?
Oh, I-
One spot first.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you aim the same spot, which is fine,
We're not all to hit.
the Kraken is punching,
I-
which is fine if that's what you're doing. I'm just trying to
Let's
clarify what you're
this
doing.
general vicinity
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, within this.
Oh.
This
10
circle-ish.
feet.
We're making a smiley face.
Within 10 feet.
well then maybe I should do a
Ten
fire
feet.
elemental then.
Maybe just shoot it.
Maybe just don't burn.
For now.
Kraken.
For now.
For now.
You will have.
Don't worry about
Pull out
me.
my third arrow because I do it every time.
All right, so
Alright,
as you
we're
all
gonna-
go,
Are we-
everybody roll an attack
Okay.
to see how close you do to hit the
Bum,
same.
bum, 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 bum.
What I want keeps rolling away.
Yikes. 15.
That's a 30 to hit.
Okay.
20,
26.
1.
13.
Okay. You all go, and you attack and smack pretty much the same spot. Scarlet's on there with you, and the Kraken goes to jump, and he falls out of the boat into the water.
Oh my.
And he doesn't
Oh,
hit the barrier.
my.
It does the same thing as before. So it goes.
Ah.
But then it
Why couldn't he
stopped.
be like this?
This is
He's
like
trying
the
to kill
door
us.
all over
Oh.
again.
I rolled natural 1 for him.
Kraken.
I'm sorry.
I,
I
One time
I helped
when
him
we're
get
on our
out
side.
of the water.
I think he moved the boat on me.
He did
I
not.
think if you.
move
I
the
think
boat.
if you.
You know what? I'm just going to attack from the water, because then I can't fall in the water.
Let's try.
Maybe you should get a little bit angrier to attack.
But I'm not very angry.
Do you want me to make you angry?
Let's
You
just
want
do
me
it
to
again.
Make you angry?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I
Do
did
you guys need a
fine.
moment, or like, are we gonna do this again?
Let's do it again. Ready?
Wait, I want to. Oh, I wanted to see that play out.
Much better.
It was much better for me the first time.
17.
17.
20 not natural.
19.
23.
Sorry.
Okay, with this, you all go, you attack the same area,
You dying?
and in about a 10-foot
Okay.
Calm emotion.
cubed area, squared area, it seems to open, and then it instantly starts to close again.
Okay, we
Hold
need
it
to
open.
spread
No,
it out. We need to
let's-
spread it out.
No, let's not go in yet.
The Kraken jumps through.
Oh.
Okay, we're going. Go!
Scarlet jumps
Yeah.
through
Yeah,
after.
we're all
Jumping.
going.
Well, let's
I
go.
thought we were going!
We're all
Apparently we're going!
Yeah, we're going. We're all
Okay,
going.
you all jump in, and right behind you goes... And it closes behind you.
Thanks for your
Thank
services.
That was fun.
That was
Th-
easier
thank
than
you.
I expected.
Do we?
I'm sure
Yeah,
can't hear
Can
you.
we see him?
There's, you don't see out of it. It's a barrier.
Oh.
He doesn't see into it. But as you
Yeah,
I'm
guys...
gonna do
Does he,
a.
do you think he knows Morse code? It's to start hitting with my bow? Because I sure don't.
As you guys now are on dry land,
I'm just hitting it.
what you were expecting of a desert wasteland is not what is before you. You are in what appears to be a tropical rainforest. There's greenery and plant life everywhere. Tall trees. It's very shaded in here. Not so dark as the forest you'd been in before, but it's very shaded down here so that, I mean, light peeks through. But you're essentially in an area similar to the Amazon rainforest.
I cast light myself.
Yes, you do.
Let's let everybody know that we're here.
It's like, ugh!
I like to see a little bit better.
Alright.
Places are never like the brochures, are they?
No.
Everyone's gonna know we're here, Dave.
You hear birds, monkeys, creatures in the distance just
We can hardly
within
see
there.
30 feet in any direction because of the trees.
You know, I'm pretty sure he knows we are here anyways.
Then most likely we just attacked his barrier after coming up in a rowboat.
Yeah.
How are we gonna see in? So maybe he couldn't see out.
Should you pull the mountain? The what?
I like the way you think.
The
What are we doing?
Oh.
You'd like to.
really not.
I'm gonna
fun
pull
for
that
you.
at a pivotal moment in the battle.
Not a bad plan.
That one.
I don't either. It just
Alright.
sounds like it could be disruptive
What
to
do you
this
guys
forest.
wish to do?
Mountain.
Well,
No, the thing that's disruptive to the
Can I look
forest
for something
is
that looks like a trail or a path.
Sure, make an investigation.
can I help her?
Yeah, make an investigation check with advantage.
it is the mountain. I had it before. We know what the mountain is,
I know, that's why I said it.
15.
Okay.
but I don't remember how it
You don't
exactly.
see anything that looks like a man-made path. I
think
mean,
it
you see
appeared
areas you can
beneath
get
us.
through, but there's nothing that looks like a man-made path
I
through
just know it
this
just
forest.
forest.
Created a giant hole. The castle.
Well, I guess we just run forward then, right?
Maybe move a little bit slowly.
Yeah.
Not run.
This guy's glowing, and you want to be sneaky?
Well, we can't
We always
control
try
him.
to be sneaky and it never works.
I tried
So
to be
we can't see
sneaky.
anything.
I mean, you can see, you can see
like
plant
people
life and trees and
see
stuff. It's not dark.
Okay.
It's shadowy, except for him lighting
Okay.
himself up. It's more like just shadows, like shade.
Do you think that it'd be good for us to go quietly,
I can go quiet.
without as
Without
much
light?
brilliance? As beautiful as you are, just less brilliance.
Oh, oh.
Thank you.
He sits back down, and now you're in a very shaded
Have fun.
rainforest area.
Does anyone have anything that can help us be a little bit sneakier?
Nope.
I mean, I can have myself be sneakier, but
I touch you. You're blessed.
Thank you.
You
About,
just want to hold hands constantly. I mean,
it's a spell. Get used to it.
it's better than massaging him, I guess.
That's what
need
you're
to-
looking for now.
Hey,
you
that
don't know what we're
helped.
looking for?
He was looking for a certain spell,
Yeah.
but she doesn't have it.
Right. Well, let's. Scarlet and the Kraken. I'm not sure what your skills are with.
I smash things.
Yeah, Scarlet, are you good with tracking and moving
Can't once
through
cast it.
and identifying paths,
Cast
or
what?
is that not your forte?
I've
think it depends.
become proficient with arcane, but I also very good at the sword. But no, I don't
Well,
track things.
I have a chance of. I'm somewhat skilled with
How
it.
about Day did that?
Did what?
Track stuff. I don't know, identify, follow.
Do we really
things.
know what we're looking for?
No, I
here?
don't know if we did.
I think that's what I'm asking. Is we can try to find something as we make our way.
I think we should just
What
start
if,
moving forward.
What if we try to climb up to see if we can get a better view?
There's no chance I'm getting up there.
I mean, I can fly. That's
Flying is
helpful.
much easier than climbing. if
I'm gonna
you
start
can
trying to
fly.
creep forward.
Okay. Day starts creeping forward.
Do you want to fly above us?
Definitely.
I mean, there's a lot of tree cover. You could get up above it, but there is a lot of tree cover, and you don't know how high that dome goes versus those trees.
I might as well
You
try.
can keep communicating to us if you have that capability of a basic level message.
I do
There you go.
declare
Perfect.
that I do.
All right. That way you can keep communicating to us and let us know what you see up there.
Okay. I'm gonna fly.
I do say I'm going
Alright, we'll
rather
make our
stealthily
way.
at the moment.
Yeah. We'll
Okay.
go stealthily through the
So
woods.
roll stealth checks, whoever ever been stealthy.
I'm just gonna float.
Are you trying to be stealthy now?
Yes.
Roll a stealth check.
15.
Now to 20.
21.
19.
11.
Well, I guess I should roll for them too.
My stealth plus 12.
Nice.
Mine's plus.
Oh, guess is the other sheet. Where's
Pretty good for someone who's always glowing.
Are you wearing heavy armor?
Plus 9. Medium armor.
Oh, that's right. We have medium armor.
Master.
Miester. I
Alright,
built
so as
database.
we're moving through, you feel that you're moving
And
very
it takes away my
stealthily through.
disadvantage.
Yes.
Make a perception check as you go up above the tree line.
Perception. 17.
17. As you crest above the tree line, you do see not too far above you, probably within 100 feet. The top of the dome is up there. But you do come above the tree cover, and you see it looks, as far as you can see, looks like rainforest. But you do see in the far distance a tall spire. Far off, you're not really sure how far off, but you see a tall spire sticking up out of the forest. Other than that, you see tons of the tops of the tree, random birds of some sort in the
think it actually
distance
works right
flying
now.
and going down under the canopy and everything.
But so I could remember that direction. If I went down and be like, this is the direction that we were. Okay, so I'm gonna come back down slowly, not crazy, and tell them all that.
Okay.
There's a spire
Wow.
that way.
So
Well, let's go!
Thank you.
that way.
Let's
I
go.
think we should head that way.
I'm following Bigger Barbarian Boy.
We need the song from the Road to El Dorado. The trail we play. That's all this scene's making me think of.
I think as we walk that way too, I think I would want to try to look for if there is some sort of, we know the direction we want to go, so if there is any sort of like markings that someone's been here or like walked this same way.
Are you doing that from above, or are you still flying? Are you walking now?
I mean, I might as well keep flying, I guess.
You're flying like through the treetops or above? If you're above,
Maybe
you won't be
like-
able to see them, but you'll be able to see where the spire is. If you're down, you'll be in the tree cover.
I think
and see
like pop up, make sure we're going the right way, then kind of come back down. Pop up, make sure we're going the right way, and come back down. It's gonna be
them.
crazy.
How long does flight last? An hour or something?
Yeah.
8. 1 hour.
I think so.
I think it's an hour.
I'll be keeping an eye out for critters as we walk.
Okay, make a perception check.
Cat's gonna get you.
I
I'm
will.
trying to keep an eye on a path going
With
forward.
my dark vision.
With no dark vision.
26.
26.
I'm just gonna work on not being seen.
It doesn't even say.
Goes against your personality.
You guys do
I like to
notice
live, too.
there's a lot of
And he told me.
wildlife
10
here.
minutes.
He told you
So
to
far,
send it to
oh yeah, it's only 10 minutes. It's not very
10
long.
minutes.
Never monkeys.
That's all I can fly.
You do see large ape-like creatures occasionally go by.
I've been bigger.
You see panther-like creatures. You do see
many
this
people
forest
can
is
say that?
teeming with wildlife of some sort. None seem to be paying you any mind currently, but you do occasionally see something kind of look down, just kind of scatter across through the top. But nothing seems to be.
What's the bug situation?
There are a lot of bugs,
The bug.
I guess Iris doesn't mind.
but so far nothing abnormally large. Just the normal gnats and flies and insects,
spiders.
mosquitoes, that kind of thing.
I'm gonna just casually
Spider
cast
Pet?
Sacred Flame on the bugs.
There's just burning
Burning
bugs.
insects.
It's radiant fire.
I think
It's like
I
the
think flaming bugs is worse than regular bugs.
the bug lights.
But I'm killing them. I don't want them to get on my robes.
All right.
Or in your beard.
So eventually your fly spell
Mm.
ends. You
Yeah,
come
come
back
back
down.
down. For that.
And as you keep walking, you guys walk for, you're guessing, half hour to an hour maybe. You're still in this forested area, but you saw it was a long ways off.
How warm is it?
After about an hour
It's
of
getting
walking,
pretty hot and humid in here.
after about an hour,
Your fancy fur coat's feeling too warm.
Yeah, I'll put that in the bag.
after about an hour or so, can we? Can I boost Penny up to climb up to the top of the tree and get that?
To the
Are you going
of the
So I'm
like
helping her up just to the top of the tree.
just to a branch? Okay. Are you staying up in the tree line? Or are you going up above, or what are you doing?
I'll try to climb up to see if I can see where we are in relation to the spire.
Okay. As you peek your head out, you didn't see the spire to begin with, so you don't know how much progress you've made, but you see a spire in the distance. You are heading the correct way.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have a comparison because you don't know how far away it was. But
Is it possible for me to stay in the tree?
you'll make a series of checks to try, but yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try.
What do you see up there?
I mean, I see a spire. I don't really know if we're any closer, but you know it's still there.
Do you want some help down?
No, I'm actually gonna. You know, it's nice up here. I'm gonna try to stay up here for a little bit.
Okay. Things you might see.
Am I like high enough up that I'll die if I fall?
Don't think you'll die. You think it would hurt if you fell.
All right.
Pretty
well,
sure just stay above one of us. We might be able to catch you.
Yeah, I'll just. I'm good.
Not that we don't trust you or anything.
You shouldn't trust me.
Iris has amazing dexterity with
I do
things.
too.
So I'm gonna
like
keep an
that.
eye kind of just up, looking up.
I'll make
That's
sure you're
Sure.
calm as you're
Just kinda
pointing.
guiding us.
Okay.
Just keep an eye on
I'm
us.
okay with
great.
this.
As you guys continue on for about another half hour or so, it's been roughly you guessing around an hour now. You're heading there. You're going to make a perception check.
17, 18.
13.
19.
28.
Okay, that's good.
17.
Flipping those two stats were great for me.
So you notice it first, but then you guys all quickly notice moving through the forest, in addition to the other wildlife and stuff, you see familiar shadowy figures with red eyes floating in and out of the forested areas. Just going in and out, similar to what you saw in the forest elsewhere.
The arcane dolls.
Pull what?
I don't see anything.
Wait, so are the... I thought the arcane dolls weren't actually arcanes. They weren't able to do this form.
No, I think aren't we looking for Uzume's
Well,
temple?
wait,
Still
are
know
we?
where it is. Yeah.
That's where all
For
these
the
roads
altar
have to go.
was,
The altar.
Do we want to try and contact one of them?
I mean, I do have.
Are we?
Just saying if you...
We're assuming these are probably not friendly Arkeans.
No,
I think.
that's what I was saying, is I don't think the arcane dolls can be
Turn
the...
into
No, I
the gaseous one.
think they're actually arcane.
No, I know, that's what I was saying, is I don't think the arcane dolls can turn into the gaseous form.
But
The arcanes are on our
Right.
side.
So I'm
Slazar
saying-
does have a way of convincing people to work for him.
Right.
Do a history check.
I'm assuming since
Whoever
I'm
is in this conversation wants to do a history check. Do a history check.
I'm assuming since
Natural
I'm in a
20.
tree, I'm not part of this conversation.
5 minus 1 is Dion.
Also a natural 20.
Ooh, baby.
Six.
Nice.
You two remember hearing
I don't
Vividly.
remember anything.
back from you're not even sure that you have memories. You two remember back in the Arkeyan village talking to a couple of the true Arkeans that Slazar had convinced several true Arkeans that his cause was just and they were working with him to do what they believed was the will of Uzume. You do remember that was a thing that happened.
These are
I don't
probably.
know how many, but
Okay. They're probably bad.
Right, based on what we remember.
Mm-hmm.
But does that mean we're already surrounded? Do we
I mean-
bring the portal out?
Oh no, he's counting.
make a dexterity saving throw.
Maybe
I
we
think
do.
that's it.
I
But we don't. Nobody's here yet.
It's not the Arkeans doing it, it's something else.
no, I know. I
It's a
have
monkey
danger,
with
danger
poop.
sense. So
It's one of the monkeys from
if I
the
can
chaos
Chaos
monkeys.
see, can I see what's coming towards me?
Watermelon.
I'm ready with.
A giant rock is being hurled at you. You see it as it goes.
Do I have advantage on it then? It's up to you.
With danger sense.
With danger sense, because I can't be surprised. With based on, I think that's
I think he would.
Sure.
okay. That's much better. 19.
That's not fast
Okay.
at all.
So you, at the last bit, you were paying attention to this conversation. All of a sudden, you hear through the trees and you turn and this large boulder is heading towards you. You jump out of the way and running up behind it is this just giant ape creature running full speed towards your group. He's a ways off, but he's just hurling through the trees. And as he's getting closer and closer, the Kraken kind of steps out with his swords drawn and ready. And then at the last minute, one of these Arkeyan forms goes right in front of it and starts... None of you except you, actually, because of your new monk ability. You can understand all languages, whereas none of the rest of you can understand Arkeyan. All you guys hear is noises as this monkey's running towards him.
This messed
You
up.
hear, "Halt, calm down. We don't know if they're friends or foes." And this creature kind of like stops and she just kind of turns and heads off towards the forest.
And I
That was
relay
weird,
to the
right?
group, hey, I just heard them talk. I think I can communicate with
Are you
them.
guys okay down there? It sounded kind
They
of
want to
loud.
know.
You all of a sudden, you're watching up top, you hear the whole tree go, what the, and you look
I
down.
start climbing down, like, what happened?
They
How
want
did
to
you-
know.
What did you hear?
They want to know if we're friends or foes.
The monkey?
No, the monkey was ready to attack.
Yeah, they
These
saw the
these
giant
four,
rock.
I don't know what's going on here.
these Arkeans.
Well, I would say we're friends.
We are friends.
And foes.
But why?
Let's just say
why are we
friends.
foes?
I don't think these things respond very well. The ones that were with Slazar only ever listened to him. But I don't know.
And we might not be able to directly talk
That
to
one
them.
kind of turns and is now kind of just like circling your group. Just watching. All you see is the shadowy
Yeah.
form in these eyes. It's
Can
just
I-
kind of circling your group, just watching.
I want to...
Can I speak
Cast-
Arkean as well, or can I only understand?
I don't think you can.
Think you
Yeah, I didn't think
understand.
about
I
that.
think you understand.
So
I
we
want to
can't really
cast
tell.
locate creature on the Arkeans.
Well, I think they're trying to decide if we're friends or foes. I can't talk back to them, but if we can just somehow show that we...
Me,
We can say that we're
friend.
friends of the Arkeans.
Yes. Because we are friends.
Ooh. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ooh.
And
Moreover, any creature that can understand a language can understand what you say.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
So it's not that you
Moreover.
speak Arkean, but they can understand you
Get it.
because of the, you know how to manipulate the
Manip-
key of the mind. So you
Do
can
it.
speak to it if you would like to.
I would.
What's that?
We come in peace.
This is a
Um,
suggestion.
Arkean, what is your name? My name
You
is
should be saying
Iris.
that in the Twitch chat.
I am Tarshish.
It's nice to meet you, Tarshish.
What are you doing here? Humans never come here.
We are friends of the Arkeans,
I don't know you.
and well, we are friends
No,
with.
before I typed it out.
Well, we. Oh,
It helps us
Uzume.
out.
We are friends with
You
Uzume.
serve Uzume.
Yes. And she's.
I can't say yes because I don't know that. I don't know what's happening. Sorry.
Make a persuasion check. You're not really lying, but not really telling the truth.
You
But
could
make a
just tell them we're
persuasion
here
check.
to help our friends. Comrades.
So 10.
10.
Okay.
Well, we know Uzume and we spent some time with her. And
By the
we
way,
were-
the rest of you guys, you can hear what she's
Yeah.
saying, but when the Arkeya talks to you,
Can I be climbing down since like everybody stopped?
and we were led here to help and look for Uzume's altar.
you seek the altar of Uzume, and you must know Lord Slazar.
We do know him.
Have you come to visit him?
We have.
That's wonderful.
Are you friends with him? Or you serve him?
I do. I serve Lord Slazar,
I
and
want.
he wants to do the will of Uzume, and we are her tools.
Oh.
I want to
Yeah.
inch over to Veronica at this point.
You don't understand this though.
It's true.
It's
You
happening.
understand
None
everything
of us
she's
understand
saying,
what's
not
happening.
what the Arkeyan saying.
Can you?
We just hear what she says.
Do we though? Because she's speaking in our.
No, no.
She's speaking normal. They just understand her.
So
Okay.
we just hear the one side of the phone call.
We have no idea what's
Well, that's
happening.
total BS. I don't agree with that.
Oh, no,
Is,
okay then.
is Lazar here? Did we come at a good time?
He's in the palace. Would you like me to take you to him?
Would we like to go see Lazar?
I think our wish we were sent by Uzume to go to the temple. Is that right?
Can we? Is the altar nearby? Could we stop
The
there
altar
first?
is in the temple within the palace.
Oh, well
I don't know
then
what he's saying.
that's both things we came to see in one place.
Well then, come follow me. As she starts heading off,
Come with me.
Down a direction.
Yes, we'll be.
All right.
and the Kraken and Scarlet are just both staring at you like, what is happening? What did you?
Well,
did you want to do something drunk or only
so-
if you the whole thing?
No, I wouldn't have done it
kind-
based on what I heard.
This kind servant of Slazar is going to take us to him
Wonderful.
So nice.
because
That's
Why?
because we are here
Wow.
to visit him.
But the Arkeans can't understand us, right?
You don't know.
I am
You
so
spoke to the
excited
other
to see
Arkeans.
Slade.
Our, yes, and the altar is in his palace
Oh,
as
that's
well.
fantastic.
So
I'm glad we
isn't
don't
that
have to go
great?
to
We
Mortal
seek
Kombat.
no ill will to the Arkeans.
Yeah.
I
Look at
can't
all this
stand
awesome
character.
stuff we're gonna get to see.
Flies back up. Are you coming?
Yeah, we're
Yeah, we
yeah,
are.
we are
Oh, I don't know
coming.
what you're saying.
And she starts flying back.
All right,
away.
she wants us to go follow her, so
Good.
to the palace.
That makes
Well, let's get this over with.
I'm ready.
get the circle. I'll make sure I'm ready to go. I didn't
Yeah.
mean.
What languages? Just
Wait, is it it's just a
curious.
giant circle you have in
I'm
your
saying
pocket?
this in character while we're speaking. What languages do
Turns
you
out
speak?
into a teleportation
I'm
circle.
common and elvish,
Do you want me to hold on?
but I can turn into an Arkean.
That's true. Do you speak any unique languages?
Any?
She speaks all of them.
Yeah, you speak any. That's true.
I mean,
I will begin speaking in Celestial to
to me.
you,
I can speak in for hope.
saying
Speak common.
like just trying to.
If they speak
tie-
Celestial,
if they
so
speak
help me, I'm
Celestial, I don't know.
gonna
Secret languages.
send
with
a
me.
firebolt through your head.
Actually,
Oh.
Let's see
Just
if
kidding.
the Kraken or Scarlet do.
hold on.
See if they would understand.
Hold on. No, I'm going to speak in Dwarvish instead. In Dwarvish.
We should just make up a language.
Because I'm thinking if there are creatures of Uzume and she's a
Yeah.
god, they might speak Celestial. I don't think there's any reason for them to speak Dwarvish. That's why I rolled. I was like, that's the one that. So I'll start speaking in Dwarvish to you.
Do either of you
How
speak it?
how do we communicate to
Everyone's
Veronica
big and funky now.
when to put out? When do we think it's a good idea of when to put out our portal?
Well, that is a good question.
But you guys haven't scratched each white.
While we're
Yeah.
walking, yeah.
Just I
I mean, I
say
can-
so I'm only speaking.
As
Dwarvish.
Scarlet walks past you, she goes, I don't think you need to come up with a sign. Just put it out whenever you feel like it. Danger's there. It just walks on past. Kraken doesn't understand anything, but she speaks Dwarvish.
Did you catch that, Veronica?
Nope. Sorry.
She said it in Dwarvish too.
Oh,
She's
she
back-
said it in
I just
Dwarvish.
walked by, said it,
Okay.
just kept going.
Never mind.
I got nothing.
I don't know how long it takes for us to set that up.
Is it still dwarvish?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember in my studies if I know my, monkness. I come across many things.
As a fun
No,
note, none
I
of
don't
you guys
remember.
asked how to activate this. You were told you set it out, activate it, and you left.
God.
Yep.
As a fun note,
I thought we did ask.
We just took and ran?
Wait, I thought we asked though, because I thought I specifically asked that. Like, what do we do with it?
and they said unfold it, activate it, it will become a teleportation circle and portal that they can come out of. I mentioned it once last campaign, like, you guys didn't ask that, but then no one went ahead and did, so I was like, well, okay, we're moving on.
Shoot.
Message.
Message.
Yeah, I can do that.
By the way,
If you come to this realization.
So hold on. Yeah.
So somehow I need to. Can we like?
I mean, do we want?
Do you think we could just?
I just don't. I don't know what to do. I don't know how long it takes. I don't know what we need to do.
Well, we need.
I don't know how to communicate.
Can I hear this?
No.
This is the door. She
Yeah.
don't have to listen.
I
I'm
just.
not listening.
I
Yeah,
just.
you can't
I
understand
don't know
it.
how to communicate this to
Can-
her in a way that
I can
doesn't
ask
let
her to send
those
me.
guys know.
I can ask her to send one of us a message, and then we can communicate back to her, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if she. I think before she's been able to like see an object, and if she spends like a second with it, she's able to know what to do with it. So I don't. How do we want to ask?
Well, if you can just ask her to.
Out of game, I'm very angry about what you just said because I do not have that spell prepared. In game. I'm not listening.
He doesn't know anything
I
about
wasn't
spells.
looking, and I really thought
No,
she was hitting
I was
her
just
head
saying. I
on the
know she can
table.
do something.
No.
Are we moving along while this is
Yeah,
happening?
you guys are all walking, following the shadow.
I'm just like
You're
super.
heading in
Well,
the house.
So
I'm just like obsessively
Well,
checking the counter.
I'll ask Veronica to
okay.
send
Maybe do it in what language? I know you understand all languages. What are languages that you actually speak?
Infernal, Common, and Elvish.
I think she said she speaks Elvish. I don't speak Elvish.
Okay,
Maybe you can talk to her in Elvish.
I'll talk to her in Elvish.
Okay. So, I'll be right back.
As you guys are having this conversation going, eventually the shadow kind of stops. She turns and says, I can't go any further in this form. At least not until darkness. But there's the palace.
Awesome.
And
Thank
then
you
turns
so much.
and just
I would be
starts
there.
floating off.
I was thinking.
Oh, and we're being left alone.
She just led you to the palace, turned and left. And now as you look, you are at the edge of the rainforest. What you see in front of you looks like about, you don't know, a half mile to a mile of nothingness. And then in the middle of that nothingness is a large white palace with a tall spire on top of it. This gold and purple as it spirals up and up. But you have about a half mile to a mile of what appears to be nothingness,
To get.
and then the palace.
Hey,
Why do I
Veronica.
feel like this is the
Yes, I'm
every
speaking to you
campaign ever?
in Elvish.
Hey.
BTW.
You're speaking in Elvish? Elvish.
Yep.
Got this.
So Nick and I were talking earlier, and he was curious
I
if
go
you know
paladin.
how to activate
I'm still what they're saying.
the portal.
Nah. I'll have to ask him.
They didn't tell us, huh?
I don't think we asked. Now that I think about it.
Is it not like
Something
have a
that we
button or
should have
something?
asked. I really thought we asked.
Scarlet walks up and is like, can I see this object?
Oh, yeah.
Do you speak every language?
She is an elf, so
No.
Elvish and everything else so far.
you've spoken in Dwarvish and Common, and so you couldn't understand the Arkeya.
That's why it's awesome.
Does
She
she
has 6
understand?
languages she knows.
That's a
She
lot.
knows-
I like
she knows
2,
Arkeyan?
so I'm
No, she
amazed
didn't know Arkeyan.
by the, what would it be? 6.
Good. I like to be special.
I know. It
She's
is.
a
Still
wizard.
speaking in Elvish?
Especially
She kind of starts to
Speaking
unfold
in
it or
Emily,
whatever,
I'm not
but
even in
not all the
character
way.
right
I
now.
know.
I don't know.
I'm fairly certain if you trace over this pattern, it's just more like with an arcane focus or a wand, it'll become active.
Perfect.
Thank you, Scarlet.
Okay, but I don't think we want to go marching in with an army across this nothingness. space.
Should we wait till dark? But
But
our
the part of me
Arkeyan friend
says
said
it might not be a good idea for the 7 of us to be going across this open wasteland. I'd like to have an army backing me.
But what if they didn't know we
Good
had an
intelligence.
army? Even though we've mentioned armies like 10 times.
You guys are having this conversation. The Kraken's kind of looking out and I thought there was gonna be thousands or millions of Arkeyan dolls here. Looks like the palace is just right there, and this is a forest.
That does sort of seem like a trap, doesn't it?
We should have asked Star.
They're probably
She
inside
floated away.
there.
So they're going to get. I mean, maybe, but
Do you think?
you're going to fit all of them in there. It's going to be kind of crowded.
They always appear out of nowhere.
Then again, last time we faced Slazer, we didn't really stand any chance.
Go up to one of the trees.
Then again, we never
You guys are up to a clearing. But yeah, you guys are on the edge.
really attacked him.
He might
It's
just be confident enough not to
Wait,
have an army.
Maybe they're all just floating around in the forest.
And they're not actually
But we
bombs.
know there's documentation of
They're all-
1,000,000 Arkeans. 10 million. I don't remember.
Yeah. There was a million. I would not be here. I don't
What's the
remember any
thing like?
documentation.
It appears to be
Wasteland.
nothing.
Grim
Just
Moss was
Dirt
Dave.
ground for a half
The
mile
one guy
to a
picked.
mile in a big circle. You're guessing. You can see the palace, and it looks like the circle continues on it of just nothingness. And then the palace and the spire. Well, shall we just go on in?
Well,
I mean, we came this far.
I don't think
I
we
can't
have a
think of
better
anything
plan.
else to do.
Unless we want to try to find another entrance, but
Like a back door.
I think we
back
just
door.
go.
Is that your style?
I say we go and you be ready to do something.
Yes.
Thank you for the pep talk.
You're welcome.
Do you have a fan over there by you?
No,
He's
So
dying. Oh, there are other ones.
because
Someone
I had
said it was cold earlier.
before everyone came down.
Do you want to go get the other one upstairs?
We're so hot.
Now we don't have a plug-in over here.
Yeah,
Got
there's
one over here.
Fascinating.
Go back.
There's a plug.
So, do a Arcana check. Oh, I did horrible.
Next, our Arcana check
Ooh,
person.
Natural 20. Okay.
We've gotten a lot of those already.
As you guys are about to head off into there, something seems wrong about this open space. It doesn't seem like, as you look at it, you're like,
I think I know.
there's something arcane about
Can I
this.
cast See Invisibility?
Sure.
I'm just gonna cast See Invisibility.
You look around, you don't see anything invisible.
Okay.
But it doesn't,
Point
this
it
is
right
not
at you.
natural. This openness seems like arcane is written all over it, like some sort of spell has been cast here.
Should have done the spell magic.
Maybe this will help. I want to pull off the lamp.
Okay,
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't like that, okay.
you hear a voice in your head. You essentially, you get one wish that you have to use within the next 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7.
Grant us safety. Is I guess what I would
I
say.
don't wish for anything.
I'm-
Anything.
And we're about to go into a battle.
You wish what? You wish what?
I already said.
Yeah.
Grant us safety.
Okay,
Interpret safety.
okay. So,
Nick's gonna implode.
No, I just like my mind's going 100 different places of where this could go.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, out of game, yeah, I
Maybe
could have
teleported
said
off.
something, but it is like,
I wish for all the Arkeyan dolls to be dead in this island.
It's okay.
yeah, that wasn't my first thought.
No, I mean
All of
I
you
wouldn't do
guys
but
that are in this
she's
area.
Kind of crazy.
Instantly have heavy armor on. You are each
Oh.
holding a very broad shield and a long sword that is all equipped, full helmet and everything.
I start
People who
taking
are
it
not
off.
proficient with such are
That
like,
is
oh
the-
gosh!
That is the sassiest interpretation of safety, sir.
But you are all
I start putting it in my
very
bag.
heavily armored right now.
It's okay.
So if you do,
Is
if
it
you
like,
want to
some-
is
keep
it like
it on,
adamantine armor?
yes. So you have, if you are able to wear heavy armor, the proficiency and up your armor class accordingly.
Actually, I think I can. Because I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
I
You
can.
can.
Heavy armor?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think so.
As a fighter.
It'll get
you're
rid of your
perfect.
stealth. it'll be a disadvantage, but yeah, you.
I mean,
That'll boost.
yeah.
boost
One,
your AC
one
with a
you,
teeth thing?
you no longer take critical attacks if it's adamantine
You
armor,
don't wear armor.
and
Yeah, you can't.
your
I can't
armor
get
class is an 18 base.
it. You know, I'm
Like,
actually fine with this.
Can
You can't really use the sword, but
We
I
put a
know.
sword in the bag if
I'll
not.
just drop.
the Kraken is like,
Anybody want?
"Oh, this is fantastic!
This is actually.
Where did this
working
come
out
from?"
Just fine, thank
This
you.
guy.
Scarlet
Yeah.
is. Do all fighters get that?
All fighters do. At
Where does
first
that up
level,
the armor class to?
18.
It's okay. We've got a whole bag full if we need some more.
She's half.
She's half fighter, so she can use it.
Maybe it would really work out for us.
She
and
takes
they can-
that sword, puts it down.
Not really my
I
style.
don't know what any of this
You don't care.
I
means.
dump it all.
In the bag. In the bag.
Yeah, here.
Chink.
Chink.
You take it all off.
Yeah,
I literally took
All right,
A
well, if
feat
you want to add all
specifically
of
for
that to
medium
your inventory, you have whatever they're not using.
It
in
would
the bag.
lower my AC. if I-
Okay, so what do we got in the bag, guys?
You essentially have. You're not wearing anything.
Line.
Well, I have medium. My
It
medium
was so
armor.
cool, but I just didn't
You
I
have
know.
four long swords and three sets of armor.
Adamantine armor.
Did you?
Adamantine.
Did one of you do that? Is that?
Probably me.
Yeah.
Are you missing
I asked
anything
for
about this
protection.
magic stuff, or are you just?
I had a different thing in
I'm telling
mind.
no, I'm gonna
No,
tell
this
the
is
party.
actually pretty
Okay.
cool.
Guys, this is not what it seems. Like there's something arcane, magical going on with this blank space.
The
You think
Scarlet.
it's like an illusion or something?
Yeah.
Maybe we should go
think
swiftly
so.
across this blank
No,
space.
I
Scarlet
think
then
there's
goes,
something there.
hold
Like
up.
Taylor.
And she waves her arm, mutters a
tell
few
her.
words, and the illusion vanishes. The entirety
I'm
of
working on
this
this thing.
field,
I'm getting it out.
all you see is a sea of dolls.
Oh
Yep,
no.
I've got the
Covering
thing out.
this entire
Going.
half-mile to mile opening is Arkeyan dolls just standing there at the ready, unmoving.
I turn to the Kraken. There they are.
I'm working on the thing.
Well,
I,
this sounds
I look at
fun.
the Kraken and I just say, okay, Iris, defensive positions.
He's like, I'm all for this fight, but we may need a few
Nope,
extra
that's,
hands.
I know. That's what our job is currently.
She's currently
All
mixing.
right, so you're putting it out
Yes.
and you're tracing it all.
Yes.
I got this.
As you finish tracing the
Crayons.
last of it, a flash happens, and Gorgon and Efreet first run out, just like,
Hope my best
yes, let's go! And they instantly just they don't
should've
blow
told
past
them ahead
you
of time.
guys
Hang on.
and start just attacking and slamming into these dolls that are all like, and they all just start attacking back. Meanwhile, a army of Goliaths and Dragonborns start filtering out of there, as well as the Sator,
Yes.
who you had brought there to help out with curing and stuff. He runs by, and there's just an onslaught of them burrowing a path through these Arkeyan dolls. At which Scarlet's like, maybe we should run behind
Yes.
them.
Yep,
again."
that's how-
Let's go.
I think it's a great idea.
Okay, here, Kraken, you're on the left. I got the right.
He's
Iris.
already just slamming into them.
Iris, you
No
take.
time to plan. We're
Iris,
going.
you take the rear. We're running. We're going as we're doing
Okay,
this.
Come on.
Iris, you take the
I'm in the
rear.
middle.
Everybody else is in the middle, so I'm on the
With-
right side.
I
Are you guys
cast.
all running going?
I cast
Yep.
mage armor.
But we're
Got
staying
it.
close. But I'm on the right. Kraken's on the
You
left.
guys stay
Iris
behind the group of them and everything.
Yeah.
Everybody make one dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Ooh.
8.
Good. So I only got 7.
14.
It went off that thing.
Jusai.
26.
Wait,
Seven.
no.
7.
Don't look at me. I don't know.
Jusai.
You each and Kraken and
Juicy.
Scarlet take 2 points of slashing
Real
damage.
juicy.
So,
Juicy.
Just-
I get you.
Yeah, I got you.
I rolled a 1 for the damage, so you guys take 2 points of slashing damage as
Okay,
while you're
okay,
running
go
by
on.
a random spear hits
I'm
you guys are
bleeding.
like, "Ugh," and you just keep going. But they've burrowed
I
a
got
path big enough
splinter.
that you guys are able to run through this and approach the palace as chaos is ensuing behind you. If there was ever an element of surprise, it is gone. There is a massive battle taking place outside of
I would have
here.
been gone anyways.
What do you wish to do? You are now outside of the front of this palace.
Great job, great job. Let's keep going. Dave, well, actually, stop. Dave, go.
Go where?
Do your thing. Boom.
What?
Go. Do your thing.
Do
do
The
it.
Kraken just
I
runs
have
up,
no idea what he's talking
slams
about.
into a door,
I think he
and the
means to
door's
pull a
just
charm.
open.
Never mind. Go. I was just thinking if we need to take this place down, you got the
I
thing
think
to
you
do
meant,
it.
like blow up.
I don't know if you even know that.
Alright, you all entering the
Well, you
palace?
told us about I was there for the mountain. You went off into the woods.
Well, yeah, but I never told anyone what my new ones are.
In?
Oh, well,
Everybody going in the palace, or are you staying out?
I'm gonna yes.
In?
I'm just
In.
gonna go ahead.
In? Okay, you all rush inside the palace.
Plus that open
The
up
clatter and
beneath us.
everything behind you. And inside, you see large statues, made of stone though, not armor, of Arkeans, of different sizes and shapes.
I don't think they're gonna believe we're friends anymore.
There's random pillars. Ahead of you is a massive spiral staircase. And on the ground, everybody make a perception check.
Oh my gosh. 10!
Forget that I have to.
10.
18.
13.
11.
You're the highest, actually. That's
Yeah.
amazing. You notice at first, as
I've
you
got a
look,
-2 to it.
you see on the ground, similar to that thing she was just
Amazing.
tracing, you see about 8 or so just around this area what look to be teleportation circles
Oh god.
that are just inscripted in the ground. They all look different, and you don't really understand what they are, but you've traveled via them a little bit, and you're like, these are those things.
Do we need to get some people in here from out there?
No, I think that's for him for whenever Slade.
Instantly, you all hear in your heads, "Welcome, my friends. I'm so glad you finally arrived.
Oh, shut up.
The time has come to return Arkeya to its former glory. Please, join me upstairs, and we can fulfill our destinies
Want
together."
your eye back?
You all just hear that in your head.
What racist Slazar do I remember?
Do a history check.
14.
According to what they had told you about Slazar and the little bits of reading that from way
I know.
back
I
there,
saw him in my dream, without his hood.
You also just met him.
Yeah.
He appears to be a human.
I want to do locate creature on humans.
What's the range?
1,000 feet.
Right here.
Oh,
Um,
I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. As it just locates Nick.
And Veronica.
It locates
And-
the
Locates-
nearest.
Half
the
elf.
nearest.
All of them.
So it's the nearest. Then yeah, you get these pings. Like,
Sorry.
Not even gonna tell them what I attempted to do.
You alright, Dave?
I'm fine.
You look a little.
But I have calm emotions. Don't worry.
Okay. It's like your antidepressant. Just like.
Just do it on myself.
all right, what do you guys wish to do?
Do we? I mean,
Well, he's invited us up. Be
It'd be-
rude not to join him.
My thought exactly.
As long as we've got
I
a plan.
think being rude sounds rather nice.
We're talking about
Scarlet
fighting
just
and
kinda goes,
killing him.
I think any
know.
element of surprise is gone.
I just
So
don't want to do.
Is there anything we need to find down here? I think the altar's upstairs.
We could.
I have
Anybody
no
else?
idea.
We
worried about
could
these
bring the
giant
whole
stone
temple down,
Arkeans?
but that might.
A little worried about him, yeah.
Yeah.
Does it seem like there's another place? He said that no. We were told that the temple is inside the palace.
Yeah.
Correct.
So the altar is inside the temple, inside the palace.
Okay. So anything we're going to be finding, what we need to do is inside.
Wait, I can do locate creature on Slazar himself because I've seen him 30 feet before.
Oh, you've seen him within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Slazar is indeed here.
However,
He is far above you, about 1,000 feet above you.
oh, he's way up there.
A lot of stairs. They're gonna be worn out.
I used 2 fourth level spells already.
Oh, jeez.
Well, let's go.
Alright.
Same formation.
Yep, I'll be in the
There was a
back.
formation.
I think the formation is I lead.
Perfect.
I'm okay with that. I'll be right behind.
All right, he starts going
Sorry.
up the stairs.
That's fine.
This big spiral staircase.
I will follow behind Day, and
I'll be behind Nick.
next I'll be. Yep.
Oh, Veronica, can I have my robe back out? It's not a lot nicer in here.
And as you guys come up, you eventually pass by, or you see now, a doorway. And as you come out of it, the staircase seems to end, but you know you haven't gone up that far, and there's a doorway there. There's no door on it, but as you come out of the staircase area, you see several true Arkeans in their armored forms walking about, and you see 6 large, huge cages that seem to have some sort of creatures in them, and the Arkeans are kind of going up to them, and it looks like feeding them or something.
What do the creatures look like?
Make a perception check. Are you approaching the cages? Or?
I'm approaching
we're
the cages.
kind of walking by. I'm just
I'm gonna look
right.
too.
If you guys want to, like you
We're
guys
essentially
came
on
up
the
and you're
outside
You're
stairs.
coming in, and there's cages like
Yeah.
4 on each side, on the sides of it, and you see another doorway across that looks like stairs will go up.
So we
you'll
have to go
cross
across.
the room if you
Okay.
I'll
want.
look in the first one, 16.
Did you
To
say
the right.
perception or investigation? Okay.
10.
So as you're passing them, one of them appears to be a unicorn. Another seems to be... Do nature checks. I don't know how much you got.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. These bad rolls
15.
are coming in.
where's my nature?
18.
5.
Feeling naturey today.
14.
But you're from this world, so you pick it up, and you
Yeah.
have a big idea. You're not sure.
From my D&D manuals.
Yeah, but you're like, looks kind of reptilian type of thing. You see that one of them has a blue dragon wormling in it.
Guys, that's a baby dragon.
There's a large wolf-like creature in one of them. There's a large fiery dog creature in another. One just is huge and has this
Hellhound?
large-looking worm in it. And there's the other cage has a large scorpion that seems to have a claw missing. And these Arkeans are feeding
wouldn't
them
wanna
and
fight
such
any
as you
of
guys
these.
enter.
Hey,
But
Iris,
could
do you
we
wanna
befriend
ask
them?
If
They turn and look at
Yeah.
you guys. Well, hello there.
Wait, is this
Well, hello.
the dragon?
Who is it?
My name's Hokai.
What?
Hi, Hoka.
Hi, okay.
Hello, friends. Are you friends of Lord Slazar?
Sure.
Are
He invited us up.
Do we all need to make deception checks?
He invited us up, that's true.
He did.
Oh, he did invite us up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I heard we were having some visitors.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
brings y'all here?
We're here to see Slazar.
Yes.
Dropping in for a visit.
Well, that's fantastic.
What do you do with all these creatures here?
Well, these are creatures Lord Slazar's rescued. They were injured by various folks on Arkeya, and we're trying to get them back to good health so we can rehabilitate them and move them back out into the wild.
How long
I
have
look
they
at the
been here?
unicorn.
Okay.
And I speak in Celestial.
Okay.
Are you here by your own free will?
Well, the unicorn responds telepathically, right?
I can't remember.
I think
I
so.
think they respond
Unicorns-
telepathically.
Yeah.
It says to you, I was injured, yes. They are helping me restore my strength. And as you see, the leg looks very broken on this one. So,
What broke your leg?
some bad dwarf men thought it would be fun.
I want to talk to the fiery thing.
Do what?
I want to see if I can talk to the fiery thing.
Okay. Looks like a flaming canine of some sort.
I can speak infernal, so
Okay.
but just kind of want to be like, do you need to be let out?
Doesn't really seem to understand you. It just kind of looks at you like. None of
Understood.
them, on first glance, look to be. I mean, you don't know how the injuries came by them, but they don't appear that the Arkeans are mistreating any of them. It does look that they are feeding them and taking care of them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This is weird, right?
This is where the injured ones are. Would you like to see where we rehabilitate before we put them into wild?
I am rather curious, actually.
Well, come on.
Wait.
And he starts teetering off towards that next staircase area.
Which we're going to go anyway, right?
Well, we're going
Yeah.
that way anyway.
So it's like, this is a waste of time. Who cares about these creatures? We need to find my father and get out of here.
Would you want to turn on? I can't hear you. Okay.
Based on what that's Scarlet.
Mhm.
Does it sound like she's got different intentions than what our intentions are?
Make an insight check.
Of course. Of course. Oh, I think it's -2, isn't it? Inside -2, 14. Not bad.
She seems less cared about the legend and more concerned about her father. But she doesn't give you any reason to think that she's not on your side. Just more of she could care less about this legend, and she wants to get her father home safe.
Yes.
So as they go up the next steps area, you guys come out into the next room. And very similar to that
Popcorn
rainforest you
all
guys
over
were
again.
in. It's like an indoor rainforest in here. It's humid. There's creatures scurrying about everywhere. This is where we rehabilitate them, and they learn to survive a little before we release them out on the island.
What all do you have in here?
Oh, there! And he just starts a laundry list of tons of creatures. There's a lot of them in here. Now, some don't always get along, so we've got about 3 floors of this.
Shrimp
But,
gumbo, shrimp stew.
Yeah.
Once we get them all out there, once Lord Slazar has gotten the blessing of Uzume again, he's going to return all of Arkeya to this paradise, and then the animals can go freely.
So he really wants to, help nature and the creatures of Arkeya. Is that
He
what
wants to help us Arkeyans return it back to how it was.
I see.
It's just, no offense, but you folks have kind of screwed it up for everybody.
How so?
Well, it was a nice paradise till all the human and elf and dwarf and etc. folk came and started building their cities and tearing down the forests and killing the wildlife, and it's been awful. But I mean, I understand people need to eat, but it seems excessive.
Fair.
So Lord Slazar says he's gonna fix all that.
Well, so
What makes you know that he will do that?
Well, look at all this good he's done here. He's given us a little taste of paradise right here on this island.
Decided that Slazar's one.
This music.
What?
The music's decided Slays are
The emotional turning of all of our hearts.
Yeah.
By this
If
Slazar.
this is
redneck
what he can do
Arkeyan.
in just about 1,000 years,
Got it.
imagine what he can do with the blessing of Uzume.
Wait, how
You said
old
the
is-
blessing of Uzume again.
How old?
What did he do the first time he got the blessing?
I don't really know exactly, but he helped set up this island, but I don't know the details.
That's
But he says with this, when he gets the blessing of Uzume with the relics, then he's going to return all of Arkeya to the way it should be.
Well, we're very excited to talk to him about his plans.
Well,
He's
fascinating.
just up a couple more floors.
Oh,
I gotta
great.
go back to my duties, but
Are there?
if you want to go and head up those stairs, he'll be up there.
Are there many more creatures here, or did we see them all?
As you guys have been talking, he's been leading you through the 3 different floors areas. So you guys have been walking through, and the climate changes a little bit, but for the most part, it's forested rainforest type areas, and you've seen nothing's attacked you. As if things kind of come towards you, another Arkeyan will kind of just come up and calm them down a little bit.
Hey there, friend.
I wanna. How much do we care about what happens to this island?
I really feel quite bad killing
I mean-
all of these animals.
I mean, not this. The
I mean,
not
sure,
mainland, but the other island, Arkeya. Aren't you all from
Yeah, I
the
can't-
actual
I can't-
mainland?
Yeah, I don't want to kill her.
Yeah, I don't really want to kill the island.
Day, you and I are the only ones that are not from this
Yeah.
world.
But they're not from Arkeya either.
I was gonna study on Harkon.
Same.
It's definitely part of my.
I
Yeah.
just want to go
World.
home.
Well, you're outnumbered now, so Let's just rule out destroying an entire island full of people.
So we would either need to destroy all of Arkeya or destroy all of Omicron Isle and all of these creatures.
Omicron definitely would be the first on my list then.
We don't. Why do we need to destroy a whole island?
I'm not really sure.
When we go against Slazar, I doubt we're gonna be able to. No one's gonna be able to maintain this
We're
island.
gonna go
I think
full
the island's
Goku
here, it's
versus
just a barrier.
Frieza.
But someone's taking care of all these creatures and orchestrating this whole thing.
I don't think the Arkeans would change. I think the Arkeans would stay the same.
I don't know if this is a good
But
place
I
to
assume
talk about
Slazar
this.
is the one that actually understands how to rehabilitate and, heal or anything. Without him,
There are other people who are able to take care of this.
here on this island, that
I'll
know
stay on
that
this
this is a tropical wonderland.
Can I?
The
his
tropical
defense
wonderland
of
is
slaves
not
are
our
just
concern right
concerning
now.
me.
Make an insight check.
It's -2, whatever it is, so 12.
Make either a persuasion or a deception check, whichever. If you're trying to deceive them into... He's trying to decide if you are on Slazar's side or not.
I'm not deceiving or persuading. I honestly feel if we go and defeat Slazar, everything on this island could eventually be destroyed.
Well,
I mean, what do we think is worth it? Leaving an island
Again,
cared for by...
well, I just think that regardless,
We are
It's-
in the palace, people.
No, I know. I mean,
Outside.
I don't
Again,
think
I said I just wanted to go home. She said we're overruled.
I'm taking him out. He's the reason my father's dead.
I'm not saying you don't need to go home. I'm just saying we're not destroying an whole island.
Scarlet says, she looks around. If he's held my father captive all this time and used us as bait to get here, he doesn't deserve to live.
Agreed. Let's go.
I agree.
I'm sure Crystal's fine.
Alright, so you guys head up the stairs again?
Yes.
Alright. You guys head up. Again, the stairway eventually ends. You come out into a
I'm the
room.
only one that's super
And as you
worried.
enter this room,
I mean, I don't care.
and you all come into it, the door behind you immediately vanishes.
cool.
That's
You
weird,
see
right?
That's good.
Super weird.
no other doors in the room. This beautiful room lined with gold and purple drapes and velvet-lined furniture. Large stained glass windows with pictures of Arkeans on them, allowing ample sunlight, so it's a naturally lit room through stained glass. There's a large fireplace right in the center of the room. There's some couches and chairs around it. And around the room, in the corners and then between them, are 7 pillars with platforms on top of them. Something like...
Like they don't reach the ceiling.
Look, it's ready.
So you guys are all...
How long has it been since I cast the spell is what I'm wondering.
Which spell?
Locate creature on Slazar.
Oh, I mean...
It's only last an hour.
It's still going then. I mean,
Okay.
it's been probably about 20, 30 minutes.
look at your creature lasts an hour.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I use it on the crows.
Alright, so you guys are all in this room. The door behind you disappeared. What do you wish to do?
I want to go investigate the pillars, the things.
Okay, which one are you going to?
I'll go to this one first.
Roll an investigation check.
So there's no doorway across.
15.
No, it's no.
There's no one in here either.
Doesn't appear. So the platform is made of stone. It's like a stone little pillar, probably about 5 feet tall or so.